You know, unfortunately, this has happened here a few times over the years. So, yeah, we're in a great spot and had a great auto owners Camry all night long, and the guys did a really good job. Just got beat out of the pits, and then I don't know, he jumped the start and then just used me up in turn one. So, definitely sucks, but another car capable of winning. So, we'll just have to come back next week, try to get him again.
Hey there, NASCAR fans! What a race it was at Richmond Raceway, full of drama, controversy, and nail-biting action. The Toyota owners 400 under the lights at Richmond was a pretty iconic event from the get-go. The rainfall brought out Goodyear's new wet weather tires for their oval debut, and a beautiful rainbow graced the Virginia skyline on Easter night. However, amid all the driver controversies, it also turned out to be the closest race in NASCAR's 76-year history, from first place to last place, finishing the race within 3 miles of the race winner. Speaking of race winner, today, we're breaking down everything that went down, from Denny Hamlin's controversial win to Martin Truex Jr.'s frustration and Kyle Larson's response. But before we dive in, do subscribe to the channel. Denny Hamlin secured his second win of the season at Richmond, but it wasn't without controversy. This time, at the expense of Joe Gibbs' racing teammate Martin Truex Jr., as a late race overtime restart saw Hamlin jump ahead and deny a 1-2 sweep for the number 19. On lap 398 of the 400-lap oval race, 2311 Racing's Bubba Wallace spun out Hendrick Motorsports' Kyle Larson, bringing out the yellow. The number 11 car of Hamlin was leading the race before the restart, trailed by Truex Jr.'s number 19 and Joey Logano's number 22 Ford.
If you want to win the race, we have to get past him right now.
Caution is out with 2 to go.
Caution, 5-car around the front stretch.
Gotta be kidding me.
Bubba has the 5-car. Great work by him.
We have a caution, and we will reset for overtime. Here they come to pit road. Denny Hamlin comes out of pit road with the lead.
Hell yeah, boys. All right, man, coming to it here. Remember, he just has to launch first.
Here we go.
He went early.
Can you rein him up the racetrack a little bit?
You're clear.
Home track win for Hamlin.
Hell yeah, boys. Doing it down home. That's how you win a race, team. Way to go.
Heard a teammate running me up the track.
Sorry about that, man.
He jumped the start.
Yes, he did. He went way before the restart zone.
They better do something about it.
NASCAR is saying the restart was not under review.
Because he ran into me. He's the one that turned across my nose.
And he's just mad at everybody right now.
Hamlin gets his 53rd career win.
Wow, way to go, guys.
As the green waved in overtime, Hamlin seemed to rush a few feet ahead, and the race finished under confusing conditions. Amidst all the confusion, Denny Hamlin added his 53rd Cup Series victory to his impressive resume and left teammate Truex Jr. very frustrated. Many cried foul play, but Hamlin defended his actions, citing the competitive nature of NASCAR racing. Hamlin shared his thoughts on his podcast Actions Detrimental and admitted to jumping the restart, but explained the strategy behind it. He also highlighted NASCAR's leniency on restarts and the need to maintain an advantage.
NASCAR got their green, white checker they were looking for, because now it's the only thing that they're talking about. So the money question.
What are they talking about?
Did you jump the restart?
I went pretty early in the zone.
No, I just thought you were going to continue your thought.
No, it's a zone. It's a restart zone.
Right.
I concede that on TV, it looks worse than what it felt like in the car. Now, a lot of the reason of that is that when I'm restarting the race, I'm not looking at the flagman. I'm not looking at my dash. I'm not looking at anything. All I'm looking at is my mirror and my side peripheral. So all I'm doing is trying to time this person's run, at what speed is the outside car going? And then I'm looking in the mirror to see how close is the car behind me. And clearly, Joey is laying back. And, if we really want to get into technicalities, you should not be laying back. But he laid back enough to where I could see him start to creep towards me. Now, at that point, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not going to let him roll to me. And then as soon as the gap closes, take off. Because then he's got an advantage. He's going to be pushing me. He's going to pull out of line. He dictated the restart, not me. And the same with the 19. I saw him. He was back on right around my door. And I saw him creeping forward. And just understand that every mile per hour that you start quicker, you're that same mile per hour faster all the way until we lift. So all the way to down the front straightaway, you've got that 1 mile per hour advantage. So I don't want to give up the advantage of being the leader. So at that point, I see the restart zone. I'm coming off of turn 4, and all I'm doing is looking mirror side, and I guarantee you can go to my in-car and you'll see my eyes just kind of bouncing between the two, and I'm mostly looking to the right, and I'm looking at the left front fender on the 19 car. When I see him starting to creep, I'm like, I take off. So I don't see where I'm at in the zone. And so I concede definitely that it is a few feet early.
If there's anybody who deserves the praise for Denny Hamlin's win at Richmond Raceway, it's definitely his pit crew. Making the most of the late caution, Hamlin's pit crew clocked an impressive 8.99 second pit stop that allowed him to jump 2 positions and gain an advantage during the restart. Making the most of this, the number 11 driver was successful in fending off the late charge by Martin Truex Jr. and Joey Logano, bagging his second Cup Series win of the season. However, Truex Jr. expressed his disappointment, feeling cheated out of the win. Truex Jr. was visibly frustrated after the race, expressing his disappointment with Hamlin's tactics.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's happened to us a few times at Richmond here. So, lead the whole race, and then some stupid brings out a caution, coming to the white flag and ruins our whole night. So it was unfortunate, but honestly, just awesome job by my team. And Auto Owners Camry was a rocket. It was something we've had here in the past, and unfortunately, this has happened to us a few times. So come in with the lead, go out second. Pit crew on pit road is it's a tough one to swallow, but I feel like we still got to race for it, but just got used up in turn 1 on the race. Yeah, I felt like 11 used me up down there in turn 1, and so I didn't really appreciate teammate racing me like that. I wish he would have gave me a chance, but yeah, that's the way it is. And then the 5 just he bumped me in the drove in the side of me in 1 and 2, and I got a little loose down the backstretch. I don't know if my left rear was going down or what, and I kind of slammed into him. No big deal.
Frustrated by the results, Truex Jr. was seen blowing steam at Kyle Larson for some pit road shenanigans. At the end of the race, the entire NASCAR community was divided between cheering for Hamlin versus feeling sorry for Truex Jr. Not only did the number 19 lose out on the win, but he also dropped out of a podium finish after a tussle with Kyle Larson. After leading 228 laps of the race and still losing out, Truex Jr. erupted. He was seen aggressively bumping the number 11 car's rear and even making contact with Kyle Larson out of frustration. Kyle Larson found himself caught in the crossfire between Hamlin and Truex Jr. After the race, Larson revealed that Truex Jr. turned into him out of frustration. Despite the incident, Larson has no hard feelings and respects Truex Jr.
A lot of rubbing, a lot of marks on yours and the 19 car. What happened between you two?
I think he was just mad, like he was mad that the 11 used him up on the restart. That's probably where it really started from. And then the other 22 got to his inside 1 and 2. I got in behind the 22, and he just turned left across my nose and had me up on the apron off of 2. And then I don't know if he thought that I just piled it in there, but then he door slammed me down the middle of the backstretch. So I think he just is more mad at Denny, but I was the closest one to take his anger out on. So I'm sure, I haven't seen a replay either, but I'm guessing the replay looks the way I kind of saw it 1 and 2, and then he'll realize that and probably be all right. Martin, probably the most respected guy in the garage area. So I was surprised when he turned left on me down the backstretch and then again after the checkered, but it's all good. I hope he doesn't have any hard feelings to me, because I definitely don't towards him. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for him.
Moving on to the Joe Gibbs racing team that remained unfazed by Truex Jr.'s outburst, understanding the intense competition in NASCAR. On the fun side, while congratulating everyone, team owner Joe Gibbs also teased Denny Hamlin.
Just want to say congratulations to all of you. We're probably missing Denny, and so where? Oh my gosh, where'd you come from? So, you slept in? I doubt that.
I wanted to make sure I was dressed slightly more appropriate this time.
Meanwhile, NASCAR's decision not to penalize Hamlin stirred debate among fans and officials. While Hamlin admitted to jumping the restart, NASCAR deemed it within the rules for now. However, NASCAR's VP of Competition, Elton Sawyer, warned against such tactics in the future. And there you have it, folks. The Richmond Raceway saga left us on the edge of our seats with Hamlin's controversial win, Truex Jr.'s frustration, and Larson's response. What do you think about Hamlin's smart move and Truex's frustration? What is in store next for these drivers? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, NASCAR never fails to deliver excitement and drama. Do hit that like button, share and subscribe for more updates on everything NASCAR. Until next time, keep the conversation going on. Lucky Dog on Track.